Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to a new ranking video. Today I'm ranking every single giant from Skylanders Giants. And this video was kind of hard because there's really only two giants that I don't like. The rest of them I think are actually really good Skylanders. Now just keep in mind this is my opinion, so you're probably going to disagree with me. Feel free to leave what your list is in the comments below. But anyway, let's get right into the video. Number 8, Nani. I feel like a lot of people can agree with me when I say that Nani is probably the worst giant out of the bunch. I feel like her swords attacks, her primary attack, don't do a lot of damage. She's very slow, I feel like. Her orbs attacks, however, they're okay, I guess, when she throws purple orbs at enemies. Her bottle attack, though, I do not like that attack at all. I can never use that attack right. So that's why Nani is at the bottom of my list. Number 7, Crusher. I know a lot of people that like Crusher, but me personally, I just can't use him. I feel like his attacks are very slow, where he uses his hammer over and over again. I just feel like that attack is very slow. His spin attack, though, is pretty cool, and I like how you can use his father's head as his hammer. I think that's funny. His attack, where he turns enemies into stone, that's okay, but you can't actually do that, so all enemies are just smaller enemies that you can do that, I'm pretty sure. So I guess that's fine. His attack, though, where he splits into a bunch of rocks, I actually really like that attack. But I feel like the only attack I'll ever be using is his hammer attack, which I don't like in the first place that much. So that's why he gets number 7 on my list. Number 6, Eyebrow. Now that everyone's jaw is dropped because I put Eyebrow this low on the list, let me tell you why. I feel like the only attack that I'll ever be using with Eyebrow is his haymaker punches, which by themselves aren't bad, but I want a Skylander that I use every single attack with. I never use his eyeball attack where his eye comes off his head and shoots lasers, and I also never use his attack where he brings eyes from out of the ground. I think his combo attacks are fine, but I never use them. I will give him his Soul Gem, though. I think his Soul Gem is pretty cool where he has an eye cannonball, but I really only ever use his haymaker punches, so that is why he's this low on the list. Number 5, Bouncer. If you asked me a couple months ago who my favorite giant was, I actually would have said Bouncer, but now since I've played with him more, I've realized that I actually don't like Bouncer as much as I used to. I think his finger guns are fine, but I'm kind of putting him low on the list for the same reason I did with Eyebrow. I find myself only ever using his finger guns. I never use his shoulder rockets or his laser beam that comes out of his eyes. His Soul Gem also I don't think is really that useful, where he has 2 giant hands come out of him and they shoot. I don't find that useful. I really only ever find myself using his finger guns, which, like for Eyebrow, aren't bad, but I only use his finger guns, and I want a Skylander that I use all their attacks with, so this is why Bouncer is this low on the list. Number 4, Thumbback. I feel like all of Thumbback's attacks are actually really good. I love his anchor attack that'll hit more than one enemy, and it'll keep swinging it and around. And if you get closer up to enemies, he'll actually just hit them with his anchor over and over again. I feel like his belly flop attack is also really good and does a lot of damage. I really love his chomp attack where he'll chomp enemies, and I actually feel like both of his paths, top and bottom, will actually give you some really good attacks. And I also love his Soul Gem where while you're belly sliding, you can make a starfish come out of your mouth to attack enemies. I feel like Thumbback overall is just a really good Skylander, so that's why he gets number 4 on my list. Number 3, Swarm. Not only did I put Swarm this high on the list because I used him to speedrun every single Giants level, I also put him this high on the list because I think he has a pretty good moveset. His barbs attacks are really strong. He can fly very fast. You know, I used him to speedrun every single Giants level. And also, he can shoot out his barbs while he's flying. Admittedly, though, I don't think his Swarm attack where he turns into a bunch of bees is that good, but his Soul Gem where you literally have a butt cannon. I mean, like, what else do you want in a Skylander? Number 2, Hothead. I really love Hothead. I love his flame attacks where you'll flame enemies, his blob attacks where you'll put oil on enemies and you can light them on fire, which will do even more damage, is great. I admittedly don't really use his sizzle showers much, but I know it does a good amount of damage. Also, his Soul Gem where you can literally turn into a motorcycle is great. The upgrade path I chose from where he does even more damage and the blobs become monsters are great. Just overall, I think Hothead is a great Skylander. Number 1, T-Rex. I feel like T-Rex just overall is a great Skylander. His slam on the ground attack where you just put your arm in the ground is a great attack for close range. His photosynthesis cannons are a great attack for long range. His rush attack is really good for just anything, really. And his Soul Gem, where you can have a woodpecker fight for you as well, is such a great Soul Gem. I feel like T-Rex is the best giant out of the bunch, so he gets number 1 on my list. Well, that's my list. I hope you guys have enjoyed this ranking video. Feel free to leave your opinions about the giants in the comments below, and thank you guys for watching.